So, chat. I got a wino in my DM. She said you literally just wiped off $63,000 in debt. Chapter 7.
Love the winos. Yeah, we're crushing it for the winos. The winos are going to be the happiest people in the country, not only because they're fans of yours and they love wine, but because they're debt free and they're rebuilding their financial life. It's amazing.
Yes. I believe that. Listen, now we have, it's like, I feel like history is repeating itself. Like, didn't we just come out of a government shutdown? And that was when I had put my house on the market. I was like, damn, ain't nobody buying a house now because ain't nobody getting paid and the banks are not giving out no loans. So it's been sitting in the market for 6 months. And then now there's another government shutdown with TSA. What is this doing to the economy? Like, how is your office being able to, like, are you guys able to handle all of this business overflow?
It is truly incredible. We are hiring at a record pace. We hired 10 new people this week that are being onboarded. So we are hiring at a record pace. So the TSA agents, some are showing up for work. I would not be showing up for work if my paycheck wasn't coming in. So we're actually running pro bono service for TSA agents right now. So anybody that's struggling out there because you're not getting your paycheck, you're working, still not getting paid, give us a call. We'll figure out a way to help you out, whether it's helping negotiate with your landlord to buy you some more time, or whether it's clearing out debt because you can't make your credit card payments. One way or the other, we're here to help. And if you're looking for a job, we're hiring. So maybe give us a call there because
let me spin for that one right there because that one solves a lot of problems. Money coming in. That's what you told me, Tasha. Go get me some money.
That's it. That's it. And I don't know how long my employees would hang out with me if I wasn't paying them every 2 weeks. But
mine neither. Mine neither. Listen.
I mean, I think they love me, but I mean, they still got bills to pay. So I get it.
Jasmine, take this off real quick so I can see his face and turn his volume up for me, please. All right, cool. I want to see his sunburned face. You been on the beach with the baby?
No, we're working out outside. So, but I've been walking with the baby in the park. So
you great. Looking like that dude that played Aquaman right now.
That's my goal. Aquaman 3.
Listen, are you working out with the mom? Are you working out with the baby mama? Because she need to be getting her body back up. You can't be out here fine and then she looking barefoot and pregnant. No.
Mom actually just got clearance from the doctor. So
okay.
Her first workout with me is Saturday. So I'm excited for that.
Amazing. Tell her to hit that CrossFit. It'll whip her in shape. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do all the time. But listen, back to the important stuff. So right now, if there are a government worker, just like you did during the last government shutdown, you can bankrupt them now and all the creditors will stop. So the only thing they're really mandatory to pay is what? Mortgage, rent, car, just basics. All that other stuff out the window, automatic stop, right?
Yeah, and that's it. Prioritize anything that can be shut off or taken from you. Prioritize those payments. If you can't make the payments, reach out to the creditors immediately and tell them what's going on. Most creditors should work with you, especially if it's something completely out of your control, which this shutdown obviously is. So reach out, and if you need help, obviously just give me a call. We're here 6 days a week to help our TSA workers.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I want to talk to you a little bit about, because, my homeboy, Ray J, I really hate reporting on him, but I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? So they just sued him like 3 days after my birthday. So I guess American Express filed a complaint in Los Angeles on March 13, 2026, alleging Ray J failed to repay $78,000 okay, regarding his American Express account. Now, the company says Ray J signed a cardholder agreement requiring him to pay all charges and accumulated balances, and failing to pay constitutes a breach of contract. What can he do to get out of this? Because, I know Ray J personally. I'm going to send him a video. What can he do?
Yeah, man, he's been going through it. I feel really bad about this. And it seems like this was a failed business venture because it was tied to a Raging Cajun Inc. He really should be considering bankruptcy. And I know that he has some health issues and other things that he's dealing with. So his focus probably is on that or should be on that. But as far as taking care of the multiple lawsuits that he's dealing with now, he should certainly at least understand his bankruptcy options, because these lawsuits are going to turn into judgments. Judgments turn into frozen bank accounts, garnished wages, or taking property. So definitely needs to speak to a bankruptcy attorney immediately.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna really send him this over because I think a lot of times people just be really embarrassed about it all, and that's why I put my story out there because I'm like, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Everybody has money problems at one way or another. Somebody trying to come get it. The richer you get, the more people try to come get it, whether it's your fault or their fault. It does not matter. And if you got to have the court step in and say, "Fuck you," hey, hey. Hey, hey, take it up with the Constitution.
That's right.
I
It's
ain't mean to
written
cuss
in.
in front of you, Chad. You're a professional, you know?
You're good. It's written into the Constitution, so everybody should know their rights. And I heard that he might negotiate and get these debts settled, what would be great as
Mm-hmm.
well. But even when you go into those settlement discussions, it's good to know your bankruptcy options because you can use that as leverage, saying, creditor, work with me, or I'm just going to wipe you out in bankruptcy. So even if you're not going to file bankruptcy, if you don't think you're going to, you should definitely talk to a bankruptcy attorney when you're dealing with debt issues like this.
I love it. I love it. Now, inflation is crazy. I really want to know from the calls that you guys are getting. I just cannot imagine. That's why you have to stay in the gym because you don't want high blood pressure. Because I'm sure people be throwing all types of energy from every different way because of all their stress. Like I said, you have the most amazing firm. I've gone in there, lots of sunlight. Vitamin D is good for the mood. It helps to alleviate depression and all things like that. You got a support dog. You've got candy to help kick off that quick dopamine. I've seen lollipops. Everybody smiles, even though y'all are dealing with our bills. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all do it, Chad, but like, what are some of the like calls that you're getting regarding inflation is crazy? The debt just rose. It's up to $39 trillion. We're in a whole nother World War III war. What is going on now? How is this really affected, especially Americans? Because we're really the only country that really does bankruptcy, right?
No, there are others, but it just looks very different. And there are other countries where they'll literally come to your house and take the stuff out and put it on the corner for to sell it to people. So ours I think makes the most sense. And what I'm seeing right now are people just can't afford things, and that's the problem is everything's more expensive, but wages are not going up equally. So when something happens, like we go to war with Iran and gas prices go up significantly, that is just not in people's budget. And 70% of people in the United States are living paycheck to paycheck, meaning if your one expense goes up, you don't have money for it, and there's no savings. So what do you turn to? Credit cards, and then credit cards hit you with interest, and then the balance just keeps going up and up and up until you say I can't do it anymore and just stop paying on the credit cards. So that is exactly what we're seeing. We're up 60% again year over year, which we were up 60% last year. So it's across the board. We're seeing it individuals, we're seeing companies, and I know everybody focuses on the stock market, but my clients, generally speaking, don't have money in the stock market, so they can care less what's going on in the stock market. They like to look at their bank statements and bank account, and right now it's getting to the negative.
Oh my God. And so are the courts backed up with all of the bankruptcies? Are you seeing like a delay like how it was during COVID?
Believe it or not, the bankruptcy system is one of the most efficient systems out there. So we're certainly getting busier. There's certain aspects of the court system, like the U.S. trustees, are a little overwhelmed because they don't have enough workers in there right now. They need to bring on some new employees.
So you hear that, guys? If you want to be a U.S. trustee for the bankruptcy court, please, get on it. I'm
Yep.
glad I ain't got to pay
Um,
no trustee right now. Oh Lord Jesus.
but the bankruptcy judges have learned to be extremely efficient, especially since COVID, because COVID they moved a lot to Zoom
Mhm.
and learned efficient ways to get through cases. And the majority of the bankruptcy cases, the judges don't deal with. I would say 70 to 80% of cases never go in front of the judge. You just deal with the trustee and move forward. Now, obviously, the Chapter 11s, the bigger cases, that's what's going to take up the caseload. So I would imagine Southern District of New York, Delaware, that are heavy corporate filing areas, they're going to be very busy if they're not already busy. But our courts have been great at keeping up with the volume that's coming in.
That's good. That's good for you because you ain't got people hanging over someone. When is it going to be discharged? When is it going to be discharged? Oh my God. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, what about foreclosures? Like, how are those coming down or is it just getting worse?
Yeah, foreclosures are getting worse as well. The condo bubble is definitely bursting. HOA, insurance, taxes, everything's going up. And again, wages are not. So what's going to happen, and what we're seeing are more condos are coming onto the market, and through foreclosure or otherwise, and it's going to be a mess. Now, single family homes not as bad, townhomes not as bad, but the condo market, especially in Florida, is really, really rough right now.
Yeah, you told me don't touch it. You was like, don't you buy that down here. You was like, don't you? I put you right back in bankruptcy. Keep.
Yeah, I will not. I will not let friends or family buy condos right now, because it's just, unless, even if you find a great deal, I wouldn't trust it, because these associations are a mess.
That's crazy. I just can't imagine because I have a lot of friends that own condos and things, and they can't use certain amenities because the management company mismanaged the funds, so they don't have access to certain things. Elevators and stuff are not working properly because they can't pay. I've always just kind of steered away from that because I'm like, I'm sharing. If you got roaches next door, I got roaches. If you got fire, if you got, cooking meth, I'm gonna get the overflow. You just can't control everybody for real. You can't control everybody in these condos. And yeah, you can have a condo association, but at the end of the day, nobody is looking to see and manning what's going to happen. It's just like an apartment complex. It's just a glorified apartment complex.
Yeah, and especially these older buildings that they haven't kept up with the maintenance that they needed. Now they're doing these 40-year inspections, and they're looking at getting torn down because they can't afford everything that needs to be done.
Chad, let's talk. So, I'm seeing everybody freak out about AI. I'm telling them not to because we're always going to need people to man AI. AI is not, in my opinion, it doesn't invent, it doesn't have that intuitive spirit that we have. And so we'll always just kind of learn from us, but it'll always be one step behind us, even though it could help somebody like myself when I'm trying to put together like business plans. And I'm like, yo, give me this with my idea, boom, and it draws that. Now I do mine on incognito, so my stuff can't be shared, elsewhere. And then next thing you know, somebody has my business plan. But like people are really scared. I'm looking at, oh, we're not going to be able to drive cabs anymore. We're not going to be able to drive trucks anymore. And I'm like, well, who do you think is powering this stuff? Like,
Mhm.
where do you see the world going in the next 5 or 10 years? And how do you see people being able to afford to live in such a modernized, very, very fast paced society that we are living in right now? And they're building it because I'm like, you guys are you're building your replacements, and then you got to figure out something else to build. Like, what are your thoughts on all of this? Like, when you out with the wife and maybe you having a cigar or something, y'all talking, like, what are y'all talking about? Like,
No, this is extremely meaningful, especially when we talk about our daughter's future and what it's going to look like and what we may want her to study. And my thought is AI is not going to replace individuals. Individuals that are using AI are going to replace those people. So if you're not using AI, you're going to be replaced by Tasha K, because she's going to be able to do 3 times the amount of work using AI. And people that are slow adopters to it are just going to be left behind on that. So the AI is not going to replace the individual. It's the people that just completely avoid using AI that will be replaced. And in the future, there's going to be very different jobs. Obviously, people working on the data centers, working for the AI companies, those tech jobs are going to grow, and they're growing in South Florida significantly. And obviously, I mean, we've seen robots out there, but the robots aren't that great right now.
they
So,
ain't.
right,
They're
they're
not.
not. So anything that requires you to use your hands, use your body, whatnot, general contractors, all of that, all the trades, that those industries are safe for a long, long time. Now the legal industry, if you're just doing data entry or things like that, that is going to go away. And I think that's a good thing. A lot of the mundane work is going away, and we've invested in that at Van Horn Law Group. But that personal touch, that individual that's going to sit with you and come up with a game plan, that's not going to go away as well. So the people that actually use their brain and can think and can do things, there's always going to be a need for that. The people that are doing the mundane jobs, just like data entry, that 100% is going away.
But even with the data entry, like I've had AI write some stuff for me and it still messes up. And I've argued with it for like 5 or 6 times. Like, you wrote this wrong, rewrite it. I don't see what I wrote wrong. I'm like, this right here. I've literally said, oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. Cause it talks like me. It's like, oh, my bad, Tasha. You know, I'm just, I'm like, yeah, get that shit right. Absolutely. But I don't know, because it feels like everybody's so scared. And it reminds me of when we first I was a kid at the time when it happened, but like I remember like my family talking about it when the first computer, the Apple computer came into play, and they were like, "Oh my God, like what's going to happen to our jobs?" And I remember they said they were going to replace the courtroom reporters. Courtroom reporters are still up in there like this.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't seen AI replace them yet, and they still saying, "Slow down."
Yep. No, it's still there, and AI right now is meant as an enhancement to you and I. It's definitely not there to replace us, and this there are going to be jobs that are lost to AI over time, but hopefully those individuals will be able to be retrained, because I know there's a lot of talk out there about universal basic income and some different ideas.
That was
But
going to be my next thing. What do you think? What do you feel about the guy with the third eye talking about universal basic income, and he's going to have to put the whole world on welfare? And I'm like, well, how are you going to make money, dumbass? Like I'm just like, he is so autistic. It's not even funny. So disconnected from people. I'm like, how are you going to make money, sir?
Yeah. Our government can't figure out a way to get TSA agents paid, so I can't imagine they're going to figure out a way to send $1,000 a month to everybody in the country. So I wouldn't bank on that, and I'm certainly not. But again, AI is here. It's here to stay. It's like the internet, but 100 times bigger than the internet. So um, it has me out here making websites, which I don't know how to code at all, and I'm able to draft websites now. It's unbelievable.
I'm excited that we no longer have web developers, because when they would get angry, they wouldn't give you access to your website. And so your business is stagnant. And then you don't know what they've done. Another programmer can't undo what they've done. I'm excited for companies like Lovable and others like that. Okay. And Squarespace need to get on it too, because they should be having us say, I want a website like this, and it's up in 3 minutes. Okay. Already programmed and ready to go. That I'm excited about. I'm
Me
excited
too.
about.
Me too. And just having the control. Like if you really want to do something, you could just do it on your own. That's what I love
Exactly.
about it. It's just,
Exactly. There's no more gatekeeping per se,
correct. Correct.
So okay. No, because I always, people are under the impression kind of like they're living in the glass is like less full. And I'm like, guys, listen, I still wholeheartedly believe in that passionate type of field, whereas your passion will always make room for you. What I'm saying, your love, your true love. And I'm like, if you do that, you will make money. Like I had a lady at my birthday party, brought us some pies and some cakes. I ate the pies on the live. Next thing you know, she's shipping pies worldwide from me
That's
eating
great.
pie, and that's a handmade pie. Don't nobody want no store-bought frozen pie. I showed her, she made the pie from scratch, and I'm like, see her love. And then now you guys are like, she's like, hold on, I can't take any more orders.
It's a wonderful thing, and that's what you said. Like passion. Like you can't teach passion. People just need to have passion about what they're doing, and I truly believe that they'll be successful. And I tell all my employees that you got to be passionate about helping people, and if you're not, you're in the wrong industry, because that's
Wrong.
what we do every day.
So the plan is, what I'm trying to get the winos and everybody that's not the winos that just be watching our content, because them other content creators be letting them down, so they have to come over here with somebody that they claim they hate and watch the news. The plan is, if you're unhappy in a situation right now, you're financially drained, you're going through it, call you, let you bankrupt it, okay, or figure out a debt consolidation plan wherever they are. The worst thing they can do is not call you.
That's it. Inaction is the number one killer of hopes and dreams. Just
Right.
sitting there every day, waking up, like, like, man, I have tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt. I guess I'm just going to go to work today. That's it.
Yeah.
And you never solve the problem. You never solve the
Right.
problem.
Right.
And
And so like, and once they call you 4 months, they back up starting from scratch. But guess what? They ain't got all this debt on their shoulder. And it's like, which way am I gonna go now? Which way am I gonna go now? And so they can start their businesses from home and build one day at a time after they call
100%,
you.
100%. Yeah, you got to get that off your back first, because when you're stressed out, you're not going to be creative. It's hard to be passionate. You know, it's hard to really do anything. So get that
Mhm.
stress out of your life, and then get refocused, rebuild, and we help you rebuild your credit too. So we'll even help you with that.
Chad,
We
how
don't
much
just
you
get you debt free.
please tell people how much you charge for bankruptcy. It's less than rent.
Oh yeah, no, bankruptcies run on average between $1,500 and $2,500.
That's less than rent.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get the freeze on their rent until you get it sorted out. I,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know why they're scared to talk to you. I really don't. Chad, I hate to do this. Before we get into these client spotlights, one of your clients has been trending for another number of weeks. I'm not going to reveal any names per se. Everything's alleged, even my name's alleged. Okay. Apparently, I am going to be going to jail again. No, not me. Somebody told somebody that knows me that somebody that's close to me is going to jail for bankruptcy fraud, and the person was supposed to be in court on the 16th. But that person was celebrating their birthday. Did you hear anything about that? One of your clients?
I've heard some things for sure. Yeah, I've definitely heard some things, and it's a small percentage of my clients that cause me the majority of my stress. Let's just say that.
Are you blaming this on me? I'm
No,
sorry. Are you blaming this on the alleged person?
I know. I just said a small percentage of my clients cause a majority of my stress. I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm not saying whose fault it is. I'm just saying a small percentage of my clients create the
You
majority
sound like
of
my
my stress.
husband. He talking about a small percentage of his wives cause him stress. You know, he come from a polygamous background. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just put it out there. And so, am I in any type of trouble, Chad? Have I
Right.
done anything wrong? They said the
You,
GoFundMe was criminal. Can I do a GoFundMe to pay this off?
you can do a GoFundMe, or you just need to comply with the court's orders and the plan, which you have been. You're going to continue to comply. I know you will, because you've come too far. So
Yeah.
you're just going to continue doing it.
Have I broken any rules though? I mean, no.
I haven't seen anything, and
Okay, I just wanted, because they always like, Tasha, you spill everybody else. Why won't you spill your own? I'm like, well, let me get the legal professional up here to talk about it.
yep, it was. I think this was my first client that had a GoFundMe, that I knew about, at least, or that I heard about.
We got a couple
So
things going out. We got GoFundMe, Cash App, we got PayPal, we got mentorship courses, private, we got group mentorships. I'm gonna be doing 5Ks, walkathons and runathons, bake sales, merchandise. We doing everything we can to get this sped up.
if nothing else, you are extremely creative. If
Thank
nothing
you.
else, let's just say that.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's all about money at the end of the day, right?
That's what bankruptcy is all about, and the creditor debtor relationship always comes down to money. And I think you remember this, and I've said this to many clients at this point. Go make more money, and we can get this done. And it's I know for some people that's extremely difficult. They don't think like you, or some of my other clients. But for entrepreneurs out there, they get focused on driving revenue, that's usually what they do.
Thank you. Because, I had a 15-year payment plan for this, right? You know that. So I was just going to bankrupt every 5 years, and keep the payments the same, right? But since I'm like, you guys keep asking when I'm gonna pay it off. So like, let me get really creative and do this. And so my viewers have been asking me to create a GoFundMe, and it is completely legal. I looked it up on Perplexity. It said you could go. I didn't call you because I didn't want you billing me. So chat is expensive. For me, it is. Like for y'all, but for somebody like me, he know what I got coming in. So he'd be like, hey, right here. So you gotta have some money to file the bankruptcy I got. Then you can't be broke to do that. And so Perplexity said I am in legal realms to do that. So I was like, well, why not? And surprisingly, a lot of people got upset that I launched a GoFundMe. They say, well, she's rich. I was like, am I rich or am I broke? Which one is it? Because you guys said I was broke and I didn't pay. Now I'm trying to pay. Now y'all saying I'm rich. Which one is it? Either way, we're gonna get it paid off. And so that way everything is lifted, everything is behind us, and we can go on and keep all of our money to ourselves. And so, just today, my house has been on the market for 6 months. This is a tough economy, right? And so they said I was selling that to pay the creditor. I said, well, listen, if the creditor take it, take it. I don't want it.
Yeah, it's a tough market right now, and especially with the interest rates where they are. And it's the Fed just announced that they're not dropping the interest rates because of the war. So yeah, so it's a tough time for sellers and buyers alike.
Don't tell me that, Chad. I may have to do like a what do you call it? What is it called? Rent to own?
Hey, that's not a bad option.
I'm just tired of having to fly to Georgia and clean up floods and holes in the wall. They don't. What I've noticed is that you cannot rent out a house like of my statue because it's too expensive to maintain. You really got to have a lot of money coming in to maintain that. And the renters, like the last ones, they cost us $40,000 in repairs.
Wow.
40,000. But Sheck said, put that on the market now. Like, because the property management company wasn't doing their due diligence. We're paying them. So when we get there, we're like, the whole basement's flooded, rotted out, mold. I'm just like, oh my God. So Sheck was like, no, we can just pay this little mortgage, which is like $2,000 until somebody sell it. It's not hurting us, And so that's the thing. So, please, somebody buy my house. You know anybody, Chad? Buy a house?
I don't.
They got them things that they put on the wood out, like the poles outside, and they be like, we buy houses.
Mm-hmm.
Work.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can reach out and actually Zillow buys houses too. So you can go to Zillow and they'll give you an offer.
But I got a few realtors that hit my DM today. They was like, we're gonna help you move this. I said, well, let's go. Let's go.
Make it happen.
Let's go. Okay, we're done. But no, Chad, real quick, client testimonials, man. We gotta put some respect on your name. Okay. So here's the thing, because I had them to write these down because there's a lot. Okay. So you got a client message that says filing for bankruptcy was something I never thought I would do, but choosing Van Horn Law Group to guide me through the process was one of the best decisions I've ever made. The team supported me in every step of the way, from the paperwork to a successful discharge of my case. Whenever I felt anxious or uncertain, someone from the team was always there to guide me and reassure me. Okay, from Chad to Oliver to Sayana.
Sayana, yep.
Sayana, that's a pretty name, okay? And especially Janine and Laverne, I felt like people truly were fighting for my fresh start, okay? And they said, you care. And this one, you successfully discharged for them $41,000 in debt in a Chapter 7.
Yeah, this was a special one, special client. And, it's funny because people think that I don't do consultations or I'm not actively in the office sometimes.
No, you
I don't
do
know
that
why.
every day.
Every day I meet with clients 6 days a week. So I'm here. I take off Sundays. But yeah, this was a special client. The client was sharing household expenses with another person, and unfortunately, that relationship ended. And then the client had to leave a high-paying job due to a reduction in work hours, and that was what led to her not being able to pay the $41,000 in credit card debt. She never thought she was going to get out of it. And then she met with me and my team took care of her. About 3 to 4 months later, got her discharged, $41,000 gone. She is in a much, much better place.
That's amazing. Is medical bills still included now?
Medical bills are still
That's
dischargeable.
what I'm
Yep.
talking about. So you could get sick and just go bankrupted.
Yeah, and that's why I say, and it's not great, that we truly do have a free healthcare system because of bankruptcy. If you need the help, and you can go to an emergency room and they're going to help you, and then later on we can discharge that debt. Now, obviously, that's not a great system, but at least you're getting some medical attention by going to the ER, and then later we'll either negotiate the debt or figure out a way to discharge it.
Let'sfixdebt.com. 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 Chad, can we get you on for our next show and you answer questions?
Let's do it. That's my favorite part. I love talking to people. So
Yeah,
absolutely.
I know you're tired of talking to me. I know I get on your damn nerve, like for real. Like he's like, girl, you be talking too much. You got too much energy around here. Got more people to help. You already helped you. Would you leave me alone? Sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. And I know you just had a baby.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. She slept last night 6 hours straight though, so she's getting there.
Oh, she must have ate a good meal. She must have breastfed real good.
For sure.
Or y'all putting a little cereal in her milk to make her stay asleep longer.
Yeah,
that's the whole trick in the book.
I thought it was a little rum. No.
The girls, we do Benadryl. We do Benadryl. Don't tell nobody. Baby Benadryl just playing. Don't tell nobody. Listen. I was blessed. I didn't have to do that. I know some girlfriends that did do that, cough syrup and shit. They had their babies on like lean. I was like, oh my God, why are y'all doing this? But they sleep though. They sleep. That is so proud. My husband don't sleep through the night, so he stayed up with the baby.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he sleeps during the day. So Shek
nice.
is a night hog. But you're looking healthy. I'm glad you out. You getting outside, getting your son looking like, Aquaman and shit out there in the water.
Yeah, I guess I'm ready for Aquaman 3. They just need to come get me. I've been on Netflix. I might as well do a movie now.
I love it. I love it. So listen, let'sfixdebt.com. Chad, I got to tell you, I get so many people in my DM. They're like, who's that lawyer that you said? And I have to share your personal profile. You got the baby all over there. And I'm like, well, here you go. I promise. I promise. Have you had some people DM you from that account, and I sent them there?
I have, and yeah, my social media definitely looks a little different than it did 6-8 weeks ago.
I know. You can tell you just glowing. That baby is just all in you. You ready to have another one? You got to get one in there before the 6 weeks is up.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, tell the wife what she waiting on. What she waiting on? You got the money. Your business is up. You just opened up 2 more firms. Tell her to get a nanny too while she at it. Yes, I love it. I love it. Anything else you want to leave us with? Because the next time we have you on here, literally, I'm giving the winos the floor.
That's it. I just did a webinar, Fresh Start Blueprint webinar as well. That's going to be live March 31st at 7 p.m. That's free. A free webinar. That. And I'll be doing Q&A, so we'll share that with the winos as well. And we got some other big things coming. One big initiative with regards to credit score and boosting people's credit score. That's not live yet, so I'm just going to tease that for now. But my team is crushing it. So winos, get ready. We're here to get you debt-free. Go to let'sfixdebt.com today, and we will get you debt-free within 3 to 4 months.
I love it.
Debt is not the real problem. So how do you move forward? My team and I offer a fresh start strategy session. It's free. It's private. It's one-on-one with an attorney.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, winos, Chad Van Horn from Van Horn Law Group, the number one. This is why these lawyers is mad at you out here. The number one bankruptcy attorney in Florida. Not just South Florida, Florida, okay? And they mad too because you got promo and they don't even know their clients. Listen, that's a whole nother thing. All I'm gonna say is, Chad, keep up the great work. Okay, we wish you nothing but just a lot of energy and patience for all these winos that are about to call you to become debt free. Do it. I've done it twice. I will do it again if I have to.
Thank you, Miss Tasha K. This is my favorite time of the week.
I know it is. We love to get messy. Let'sfixthat.com. Let's fix this messy.com. Let's fix that.com. Thank you so much, Chad.